Well, on April 13, 2013, he upset Uriah Hall to win the Ultimate Fighter. 6 years later, he challenged for interim UFC middleweight gold. Unable to finish the job that night, but a valuable 25-minute exchange there with Israel Adesanya. One of the best title fights we have ever seen. And now Gastelum trying to rebuild and get back to the top of the heap.
And it starts today. The journey back to the top starts at level 1. And Kelvin Gastelum will embrace that. He will look at it and he will say, I am up to this journey. I'm up to the fight. I'm up to the uphill battle. I am up for the preparation of trying to become a champion. It's been a sole goal for Gastelum. And he will do everything in his power, starting tonight, to put himself back in a UFC championship fight.
Kelvin Gastelum steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. All right, so the path to UFC middleweight gold and glory continues to go through this man. And without speaking hyperbolically, I do believe this man looks like he could reign for some time.
You know, when you think about middleweight, you think about some great champions, Anderson Silva and Israel Adesanya. This man can be viewed in the same regard because he has ruled atop the division for a really long time. He's ruled it with an iron fist. He is just so good in this role. He is everything you want in a UFC champion.
And he's fighting in his natural weight class. A lot of people wondered aloud if maybe he could become a 2-division champion, go down to 70. He don't want to hear that noise. He's looking to pluck off another middleweight title challenger in yet another big spot here tonight. Bruce Lee has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles it. There, somehow his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Man, they're trading early and often. Here we go.
Let's go. This will be a good fight. We knew it would.
Both men going for the finish. And how much more can he take? And he's back to his feet. Good sign for him there.
Nice punch in.
Fast pace here in the early going. Oh, misses with the jab.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Gastelum's cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. Well, missed on that one. That smooth Gastelum boxing on full display here, DC. I know he's a collegiate wrestler, a guy who was a grappler. Striking has really improved leaps and bounds since he crossed into the UFC. Lee's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there.
That hook was bad.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Overhand left.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs. Good punch lands. He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, so a good series of kicks by him there. He has mixed it up beautifully, I think, on the feet tonight.
He is kicking everywhere tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
Gastelum's cut on his forehead is so bad at this point that maybe the doctor is going to come in here and take a look at it. He might even stop this fight. 2 minutes to go. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. All right, feet on the hips here. And he's back up again. There as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick. Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now. He's in trouble.
Oh! Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Right now, a little separation between the two fighters. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Well, lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take.
Hurt him again.
Gastelum's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how. That's it!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
So you just heard it there from Bruce Buffer, and still UFC middleweight champion. He had some doubters coming in. Well, there has not been a top 10 listed middleweight in a long time that does not feature the name Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori. I feel like his career is a little bit underappreciated in terms of his willingness to take on all challengers. The man is an absolute bull. He's built like a backyard shed. His defense, while penetrable, has proven very solid. He has never been knocked out nor submitted in nearly 30 professional fights. And he believes if he plays the long game here tonight, he is going to be the middleweight contender who emerges with the title fight. So the latest title defense arrives here and now for the UFC's undisputed middleweight champion. And prevailing wisdom is it's going to take a huge effort out of the challenger tonight to dethrone this dominant king.
Absolutely. You do not beat this guy without being on your A game. And not even just your A game is going to get it done. You have got to overachieve in order to beat this guy. This guy is firmly entrenched as the best in the world. When you look at him, you know he's the best, from the way he carries himself, to the confidence, to the skill set. He's the champ, and he doesn't intend for that to change.
Seemed as though it was maybe a difficult weight cut or more difficult than once prior, but he didn't want to hear any of that noise in advance of this latest middleweight championship title defense. Crucially, as graced the octagon, we are set to go for our main event of the evening. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Ready. All right, so here he is, the UFC champion, and this guy is all the rage. Right now, he might be the frontrunner for the fighter of the year, given the fact that he was able to knock out the #1 contender in his last title defense, and to do so emphatically in a fight that a lot of people thought was close on paper is really something that could take his career to the next level. Trying to follow that up here tonight. Most guys have succumbed to his power. We'll see if that holds true yet again tonight. They're certainly getting after it early.
Oh, my goodness.
One more to the body.
Nice. Oh, nice jab, nice stick.
Lands the right punch and follows it up with a nice left hand. Nice sequence there by Lee. Oh, a huge block there. Vettori's cut above the eye. Decent right hand from Vettori. So he lands another jab here. Nicely done there by Vettori.
Let's go.
That one snuck in. Nice strike. Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, man, both of these guys can really take a shot.
Great block there. Oh, man.
Oh, hook to the head by Vettori.
Let me see those kicks.
There's another one. He's got some hands, man.
Oh, Beautiful straight left hand.
Ooh, head kick lands, it's hurt.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Oh, hook to the head by Lee. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job. That is a damaging kick that lands.
Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into his striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the... Oh,
that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, and now a big left hand. That kick blocked by Bator. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, he has really come out aggressively to start this fight. He's staying technical, but we have certainly seen an uptick in the volume and the output compared to his previous fight. Good start for him here tonight. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he got hurt bad.
Got him hurt here. Oh, that'll do it!
Oh my goodness!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, he is one of the best middleweights in the world and a man who has a great chance to bring a world title to South Africa. The middleweight contender, Dricus du Plessis. He's got power, he's got a lot of physical tools, underrated on the ground, and really he's been underrated every step of his UFC career. You had to look far and wide to find anyone that gave him a modicum of a chance going into that Robert Whittaker fight at UFC 290, and he absolutely bludgeoned the former champion. At that point in time, there was nothing left to do with the South African du Plessis but to find him a title fight, and now we see just how world-class Dricus du Plessis really is. Here he is, folks. You know who he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion. This man has run roughshod through one of the deepest divisions in the UFC, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
He ain't slowing down, John. He loves the ability to call himself the champ. A smile is on his face every time somebody goes, "Hey, champ, how you doing?" The guy lives for it. He lives for the adulation. He lives for the applause. He lives for the ability to stay in the spotlight. He will fight to defend his title as if his life depended on it.
Huge training camp for him. He feels like he has leveled up in a lot of disciplines of mixed martial arts, and man, if he presents an even better version, scary proposition for the challenger. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dracos Still Not Duplessis. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs.
Feels like the beginning of the end.
Oh!
To the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. All right, so the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swollen from the strikes?
Swollen from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling starting.
Winded up on the right there to no avail.
Keep the pressure on. Everything is landing.
Duplessis gets touched by that leg kick attempt. Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been.
3 minutes to go. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Lee's head kick looked like that one was blocked.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Let him go.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Duplessis' nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
No.
Right there, his opponent's wobbled you.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns.
Well, still plenty of time to go here in round one, but what a start for this man tonight. Aggressive to a fault, staying technical, though, and very accurate with his strikes as well. Good start for him here tonight. Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Duplessis. All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots up top. I mean, he's got to move his head right away. He's waiting. He's being reactive. You got to be active in.
Absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, good news, bad news. Good news, that's the end of the round. Bad news, he might be dealing with a facial fracture. It's hard to recall seeing swelling above the eye as severe as that in the past. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Oh, great block there.
Attack the cut. Attack the cut.
All right, so there it is with the punch. One thing to have a reach advantage, another to employ. All right, well, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board defensively, but in terms of this fight, he's been totally dominated, and that swelling's getting out of control.
Swelling's getting out of control. We can't even tell who's in front of us anymore. This guy has been beat from start to finish. And right now, the only right...
That's over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make them think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. What a fight.
Duplessis' cut on his nose is just... Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.